Alright, so today I am stopping by Dance Place in DC. I'm sitting in on a rehearsal for Spilling Ink, which is a show that is premiering the end of January. I'm designing projections for it and I'm super excited. I've talked to the director on the phone once and we're meeting today in person after the rehearsal, but today's just kind of helping me to get some inspiration, see how they're going, see what the structure of the piece really is. It's an Indian dance piece, so I've never done that before. I'm really excited. I've been doing some preliminary research online. I've asked some friends for help, but we'll see. Monday, we're back at Dance Place. They're doing our run through today, so I'm recording it and getting some more inspiration. Here are all the dancers, they're getting ready. And yeah, it's gonna be fun today. Alright, so I am back at my place and I've looked at all the footage and I'm now playing with some ideas and doing some more research. One thing we talked about possibly that's more has a more concrete start for me is the idea of this flower that they have on their postcards, and it shows up as a projection that they actually already have as a template. So I asked if they had any other sections of the piece where it could come back as a motif or a theme. And we bounced around some ideas, so I'm gonna play with that because that's that's an image I can start with. And then I'm also just looking at a lot of different textures and patterning. They don't want anything too literal, so it's actually kind of cool because so my understanding from Indian dance, a lot of it is storytelling, and so they'll point out specific characters or gods or things like that. But they were very clear in saying how this is very different from that, which was kind of great for me. So because then now I can take it and make it more abstract, and I can twist it and play with it, which is a lot more fun for me, and I'm not as worried now about offending someone if I, portray something wrong. Although I'm sure they would tell me before any of that happened. So yeah, so now it's just a lot of research. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just on YouTube now looking up tutorials for different effects I'm trying to do. I don't think people realize how intricate After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, all these programs are. There are literally hundreds of ways, maybe not hundreds, there are lots of different ways to do the exact same thing. So most people that I talk to and ask questions, they don't know everything, and a lot of it is, okay, I have the idea, how do you do it? So you go on YouTube and you look at tutorials and you just try stuff. And actually I love this part of the process because this is when I really start to learn After Effects. The only problem is it's really time consuming and it doesn't always pan out. Like I might spend 5-6 hours looking up one idea and it doesn't ever work out, or it works and then it's like, oh, never mind, that didn't really work content wise. So this part is really frustrating sometimes, but then when it pays off, it's like, yes, like it feels so good to get the idea right. So I'm really excited. So right now I am playing with, I'm trying to recreate their flower being traced onto the projection, onto the white background, because right now they gave me a template and they actually had it pre-made where someone else made the tracing of the flower, but the sequence that they traced it in is a little bit different than what I was picturing in my head. So I'm trying to see if I can recreate that, and from there just playing with some effects and then looking at some textures. So I will keep you posted. Again, if you are in the DC area, Dance Place, December 28th and 29th. If you go on danceplace.org, you will find all the information for Alekhya Spilling Ink. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so I've been editing all day, creating content for Spilling Ink. So right now I'm working on designs for the back wall, and so they're going to be up the whole time just to kind of give some consistency to the projections. But I'm taking patterns from their clothing, like the costumes they're wearing, and these tattoo designs that they're going to be wearing, and I'm trying to blend them into something cohesive. So just to show you guys one of them, this is the final product. And what I started with, I close this. So I took a picture of their costume. So this is the color scheme that I'm working with, and I took, sorry, this top part, and I turned it into a graphic. So that's what you see here and here. So I remade those with just some shapes in Photoshop, and then I took this flower and then this flower. I cut it out, colored it in, made sure there were all the extra spaces that they needed, and that's how you get this. And so all the colors are from the costumes. I just kind of selected them. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I really like this middle flower, and then these I think are nice accents. So I have to make 6 of these. So far I'm done with 3. So this is number 3. So here's number 2, and here's number 1. And so these are all different. These are from the tattoos. This is from their clothing. These are all from the tattoos, but the color scheme is from the clothing. So I'm using mainly this one and this one. Oh, and then I use this one for the first one. So yeah, just to show you guys a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes. I'm really excited to finish these and then start working on some other movement stuff. Alright, so that's it for now. I'm meeting Nalini and VJ later tonight to kind of finalize everything, and then we go into dry tech on Thursday, and then our actual tech on Friday. So paper tech is where it's just the designers. We go to load in all the content, we kind of pre-make some stuff or pre-put in some programming, and then Friday is when the dancers come in and the directors are there, and we kind of make everything work together, and then Saturday is the show. Ah! It's so soon. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's 10:30. We just spent 2 hours talking through the whole show. It's gonna be amazing and beautiful.
Thank you.
Now to get some sleep.
So that's how I was like when you came to this with this thing. I was like,
yeah, vlogging is hard.